Hey everybody, thanks for watching Mic'd Up. This is your host Jeffrey, and today we're going to do a little bit differently today. Today we're going to be actually doing like weekly news. Just want to see how it works out. Basically what we're going to be doing is talk about the weekly news that happened the week prior. So that means the week of the ending of the 16th of March. So basically talk about all the news that came out that I think that's worth talking about. And we're going to see how it works. If you guys like the format, just let me know. We're going to keep doing it. And, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. So let's go into it. So let's start with some Venom news. And Venom news is coming from Variety. According to the reports, one thing that's happening with this film is the movie was supposed to originally come out November 8th. Now it's coming out October 25th. And I think that's a pretty good spot for this movie. October films for comic books has been really friendly in the box office globally, and I think this is a good spot to put this movie. It kind of makes sense to put Venom in a October release date anyway, because it's near Halloween. You know, it's supposed to be, scary, spooky, weird kind of thing anyway, so it kind of fits the month and the time of year. And also what they did, they finally announced the name of this movie. So it's no longer Venom 3, it is now Venom: The Last Dance. And it kind of giving vibes that possibly this might be the last film in the series, which I think is interesting because Sony is doing very well in the box office with these films. I think combined between the first Venom and Venom: Let There Be Carnage, they made $1.3 billion globally in the box office, and I actually thought they would just roll this thing out until that just doesn't make any money anymore. I mean, people do go see these films, they have fun with it, and they've been pretty successful when it comes to making money. I noticed the second film, Let There Be Carnage, the box office, it didn't really meet up to what the budget was for the film. And that's because each film you do, the budget goes higher. So fortunately, they didn't make as much money as they thought they could have with Let There Be Carnage, but they still made a pretty decent amount of money. So I'm kind of shocked that they are going to be possibly ending this series, knowing that everything else they made outside of Spider-Man has just not worked at all. But we got Craven coming out this year. We'll see what Craven does, and hopefully it's decent, because Man and Web was horrible, Morbius was horrible, and Sony needs a win bad. Like I was saying, why this could possibly be the last movie in the series, because there's a little rumors that's going around that maybe Kevin Feige is interested in bringing Venom into the MCU. And if that is true, that kind of does make sense, because the last, I want to say the end credit of Spider-Man No Way Home, there was a little black goo that was left by Tom Hardy's Venom. So they are actually dropping the little hints there, possibly in Spider-Man 4, or if not Spider-Man 5, they can finally introduce Venom into the MCU. So there's a possibility of that going on as well. I know they're trying to push this Sinister Six movie, but it's just not looking good. I mean, Morbius was horrible. Man of Web is probably the worst film I've ever seen, and that's saying a lot because I hated Morbius. And it'd be kind of interesting to see what they do now that Venom's going to be over. I mean, hopefully Craven could be a positive film for them and be productive in the box office. But with the track record of Sony right now, any movie outside of Spider-Man is just have not been good. I mean, the Venom movies are not great, but they're fun to watch. They're good popcorn films, but they're not something that you write home about, or something that you would say, hey, you gotta watch Venom just because it's a masterpiece. No, you sit back and you watch these Venom movies and you have fun with it. So it'd be kind of interesting to see what they do after this movie over. Are they still gonna push a Sinister Six storyline? I hope not, because it just have not started well. They need to figure out a plan to work with Marvel Studios and keep Spider-Man in the MCU. And if they want to, use different characters in that world and basically make movies off those characters, they can do that. Just let Marvel Studios be involved with it, and I think those movies can pan out. Especially now that Kevin Feige finally got his power back. I think that's the main thing, that Kevin Feige got his power. He can help Sony when it comes to develop these films, and maybe we'll get something good. Like we finally get the proper Spider-Man movies that we all want. So the next news that's kind of weird, and I don't even know what the heck's going on, because no one wants to answer any questions. Yes, neither Disney or Beau DeMayo what's going on. But X-Men 97 creator Beau DeMayo was fired prior to Disney Plus season premiere. This is from Hollywood Reporter. DeMayo, who has written and created and brought back X-Men, he's done season 1 and already season 2, and he was prepping season 3 while this was going on. He worked on other projects as well, Moon Knight, The Witcher for Netflix, and he was helping out for the new script for Blade. But there was no information what's going on with the showrunner, why he left, or was he fired. There's no explanation by neither parties. But there's a couple rumors that is going on right now, and really don't know which one is true. So one is basically DeMayo had an OnlyFans account, and well, if you work for Disney, you can't have that. It doesn't matter what's going on. It's not illegal to do whatever you want to do on OnlyFans, but if you're working for Disney, you shouldn't be having an OnlyFans or be open about having an account, or just don't do it. You're working for Disney. Come on now. It's the company of the mouse. What are we doing? It's a family company. Why would you do that? And there's another one that's also saying that he was very difficult to work with, and he also didn't like the lack of diversity at Disney when it comes to the creative side. So there's so many different rumors going on, and we really can't speculate what's going on and say, hey, this is definitely what happened. We don't know. It's all speculation at this point, but we shouldn't speculate just to speculate. We should just wait till the full information comes out, the truth comes out of why he departed from Disney. But it's kind of sad. I mean, it's to the point where he deleted all his social media accounts, so there's really no way of figuring out what's going on until either one party comes out and say what really happens and confirms the reports of what really happened behind the closed doors. But it's pretty sad. I'm super excited to see X-Men 97. It's one of the cartoons I used to watch when I was a teenager, and I used to come home from school, and or when I came from practice from soccer or basketball when I played, and I come home, and first thing I do, I had on my VCR and my VH tapes. It tells you how old I am, that I watched my X-Men. And it's kind of sad that this happening, knowing that the relationship was basically broken off something off that was not related to creative. But also it's sad too, because Disney liked what he was doing if they were happy with him to do a season 2 and prepping to season 3. So it's just a sad thing to see what happens, and hopefully we find out the truth and DeMayo can find his feet back on the ground and keep creating beautiful art that he's been doing. And the third news today, this is something I am super excited about. I've been waiting to hear more stuff about the DCU, and we're finally getting some more information about what's going on and what movies coming out, what TV shows, and something came out really great. And Hollywood Reporter came out with a report saying there will be a live Teen Titans movie. Now, they didn't give out when it's going to come out, but they did announce that Anna Nogueira, who is also penning the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow movie for DCU, is penning this movie, and it's good to see that James Gunn has confidence in her. He already was raving about the Supergirl script, and now he's letting her work on Teen Titans, and I think this is also a great thing for the DCU and Warner Brothers. It's showing that they have a plan, they're going forward with it, and they're going to see what happens. They're going to come out with great products. That's what they're aiming for. Let's hope they stay on this track of, let's find good writers, let's write some awesome stories, some compelling stories, and just make movies out that. Like, if the script is not good, as James Gunn has said, while he was working at Marvel, he basically said that the script was done, but they were rewriting the script while they were shooting the movie, and that's why the third act of most of those films look the same, because they basically was rewriting the whole entire third act again. So it's good to see that he has someone he actually have confidence in. And also in that news too, now we understand why Solo Durana, who played Blue Beetle in the DCEU, why he was moved over to the DCU. So it makes sense now. He's probably going to be in this movie, and I think that's exciting. We finally get a Blue Beetle. Finally get a Teen Titans live action movie, even though we got the TV show. The TV show was hit or miss, you know, it was okay. Some parts I actually did like, some parts I was like, well, why are we doing this? However, they're actually are doing some things that I felt like it was a movie, or they had better budgeting. They could have done some things. Like, one of the things I could not stand was Beast Boy. Nothing against the actor. This was what they did with him. You know, he was. I felt like he was kind of limited in the movie as well. Superboy as well too. They did some interesting things, but it was kind of like, it's okay. But you know, hopefully with that now we get a proper Beast Boy. You know, another thing is, how old is Dick Grayson? Is Dick Grayson like 18, 19 years old? Is he leading the group? Is he Nightwing? Is he Robin? You know, even though we're getting Damian as Robin, there's been times where we had two Robins at once. So it'd be interesting to see if Dick Grayson is actually as Nightwing at this point in the story. And you know, I cannot wait. And you know, hopefully we get some more information about it pretty soon. So finally, some sad news, but understandable news. The Batman 2 movie, well, we're not getting it next year. According to the Hollywood Reporter, the Batman 2 movie is moving from October 3rd, 2025 to October 2nd, 2026. Very sad news. So hyped about the first film. I just couldn't wait to see the next film, but things happen. So according to the Hollywood Reporter, the most likely the possible reasons is the strike from last year delayed Matt Reeves from working on the script. And if you know how Matt Reeves writes his scripts, he takes his time. He's not like one of those writers who like to rush everything or get just everything on paper first and try to fix it throughout the shooting, stuff like that. He wants it all completely done. And he takes his time because he wants to make sure he's writing the best stories possible. He did that with the first Batman movie, so I'm not shocked. And even though that took 18 months to shoot, it really wasn't all on the writing. It was more of COVID, basically stopping the production of shooting the film off and on. You know, Robert Pattinson got COVID, I think, twice, and they had to stop shooting the film. Which the main lead gets COVID twice. I mean, what are you gonna do? You can't do nothing about that. But this one, it's the same kind of, you know, it's really no one's fault. It's just, it is what it is. So with the strikes, delaying Matt Reeves from writing the story, and unfortunately too, with everything coming back, it just basically delayed everything when it comes to scheduling as well. Because you gotta remember, there's films that need to be filmed before the Batman can even get rolling, and unfortunately, stages that they used to film these movies were already scheduled for films that are already prior scheduled that couldn't get going shooting because the strike. So now those movies are in production or starting production, and they're taking all the stages away. There's really no way for them to shoot this film. Now I know so many people are trying to say, well, they can just go on location and shoot this and shoot that. Yeah, they could do that. However, the problem with that is, one, you don't want to start shooting and stop shooting and then just sit there and wait for a stage to become available. You're wasting time and people's money. Also, you gotta remember, there's people got, you know, everyone who are shooting, you know, as the celebrities, that's the cinematographer, the director. All these people got a schedule, so they can't like just say, hey, just drop everything to shoot this Batman movie. No, people got schedules that they have to follow. So if the schedule wasn't making sense for everybody who's going to be in this film, then yeah, then you basically got to delay it. Also, you got to figure out who the villain is. You got to cast that person. So you got to figure out whose schedule can be during that time where they start shooting. So it's all like a combination of that basically just, you know, got to a point where Warner Bros. Came to get, together and to say, hey, we can't get this movie started this year. So why would we want to rush this film and put out a crappy Batman movie where, you know, we're coming off a movie that almost made $800 million, should have, because it should have been in theaters more than 45 days. If it would have, I think this movie could have at least maybe got to $1 billion, maybe. Who knows? But WB and AT&T under that time, just they were making stupid decisions. And you know, the first Batman movie made like over $700 million. It could have made more, but you know, whatever. But they don't want to come off that film with all that momentum and put out some crap that is going to derail the rest of the series, and it's going to hurt the DC brand. So why not just, you know, even though it sucks and it kind of hurts that we won't get this film next year, because we're hoping it would have been great to get a Superman movie and a Batman movie in the same year. That would have been awesome. However, you know, this is a new DCU. This is a new leadership. James Gunn's not going to put trash out there just to put out a film, and that's what we want. So, and also this film has no effect to the DCU. It's an off-world thing, so it doesn't have to be out so they can continue telling the story of the whole entire DCU. They can just take it out, you know, it could come out when it's ready and make the money it needs to be. And we don't have to worry about, you know, having a crappy Batman movie. Who wants that? Who wants Batman Forever again? No one wants that crap. So, you know, we don't want a subpar Batman film. This is, like I said, it's sad, it sucks. We're all excited to see the next Batman film. However, this makes sense when it comes to, you know, having the right time to actually put everything in place to make the best movie possible. And that's more important than anything. Well, thanks guys, thanks for watching this. This is our first weekly news thing. Let me know what you think. If there's anything you think I should do, or we should, you know, what to add, what to take away, let us know. Let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.